Hey there, I'm Lunsford and you're watching a review of Magic Pro Ideas Anyweb 2.0. What is up, people? My name is Lunsford and welcome back to another magic trick review here on the channel. Now, if you're new here, then definitely please consider subscribing and take a look on the channel at my past reviews. Now, I'm glad you're here. I hope you are, and I hope this video is helpful to you. Now, if it is, be sure to drop a like on this video and comment down below what you like about this video or what you want to see in the future. Do you want to see certain tricks reviewed? Is there any questions you have about this video and this product? Let me know in the comments down below. But for right now, let's get right into this video. Right now. First off, you need to know what actually is Anyweb 2. Well, Anyweb 2 is the gimmicked Google that you can access on your spectator's phone. It will allow you to force any image on any Google using any borrowed phone. You can also practice or use the gimmick Google on your own phone if you would like to. As long as you have internet access, you can perform this effect. Anyweb 2 is very easy to use. You don't need to use any technique, the app does all the work for you. You can learn to use it in just minutes with the tutorial video that's included inside the app. The gimmick Google is multi-language. It detects more than 40 languages, so if your language is not one of them, you can contact Magic Pro Ideas and ask them to add it. Anyweb 2 works on all iOS and Android phones, and it also works on iPads and tablets. Here are some frequently asked questions about Anyweb 2. Is it an update of Anyweb 1? Anyweb 2 is not an update of Anyweb 1. It is a completely different product. Even if you have Anyweb 1, you must purchase a license to use Anyweb 2, and you can find it available for iOS and Android. What is the difference between Anyweb 2 and Anyweb 1? The difference between Anyweb 1 and Anyweb 2 is that Anyweb 1 is a magic browser that you use on your phone to force anything on Google, Amazon, Netflix, Google Maps, etc., but you're always using the app on your phone. With Anyweb 2, it's a gimmick Google that allows you to force any image on any phone, your spectators or yours. Let's talk about what you'll be receiving if you decide to purchase this. Well, you'll be receiving a lifetime license to use the gimmick Google that will allow you to force any image on Google Images. It also comes with a quick 10-minute tutorial video that you can learn the secrets behind the app and use it in a couple of different ways. Now that you know what Anyweb 2 is and what you'll be receiving, let's talk about some more questions you may have, such as how difficult is it to perform? It is incredibly easy to perform. Anyone can do this, honestly. It's so easy. Once you watch the tutorial video, you could literally hand this phone to your grandparents and probably say, or even use your grandparents' phone. If your grandparents have a smartphone, they could do this effect to themselves if they really wanted to. It's that easy. Let's talk about the angles. When you perform this, what are the angles going to be like for Anyweb 2? Well, the angles are really only a factor when you're pulling up Google on their phone, so just make sure they don't see you pulling up Google on their phone. You got to find a way around that. Other than that, your angles don't really exist. They can really do whatever after that. You can be performing this around it after you've gotten to Google on their phone. Is Anyweb 2 examinable? I mean, the website is disguised a lot like Google, but if truly examined, they will be able to detect that it's not an actual, Google that they're using if they're obsessed with the URL. So just make sure you manage it well enough, or figure out a pattern that gets you around that idea, them around looking at the URL. I don't know, I'm still struggling with that, honestly. That's really my biggest negative with it right now, and I'll talk a little bit about that later. What is the setup and reset like for Anyweb 2? It's extremely simple. You just have to load the images that you would like to force for your spectators. You can load up to 9 images. So in real time, you can choose which one of the 9 images you would like to force at that time, and then you go for it. Are there any negatives when it comes to Anyweb 2? My biggest negative is that you have to take the spectator's phone and go to Google for them. You can't just say, hey, let's go to Google. And yeah, you can't do it, even though I'm sure you've gone to Google hundreds of times in your life. You can't do it this time. What's the justification? You gotta find some justification there. If you can do that, then you can get past it, because anyone can just type in google.com. So that part's really struggling for me right now. So I haven't really performed this a whole lot. I'm performing to family and friends, and the reactions are good, but it's getting past that awkward interaction of, hey, let me type in Google on your phone, because I don't have confidence in you to do it. Like, how do you get past that? Comment down below if you have a way, because I'm still struggling to find it. What are the positives about Anyweb 2? It is very easy to use and does allow you to make up to 9 image forcing presets, which can be changed at any time before the effect starts, but you can always have 9 different images ready to go to be forced, and you can choose which one you want in real time during the performance. What should Anyweb 2 retail as? Well, currently it's going to set you back about $40, and is that a fair price? I think so. It might should have been more like $35. Definitely don't think it should be more than 40. But for what you can do, if you want to do like a cool routine, I suggest getting like a shirt made with like the image on it, or have it printed out and hanging up somewhere. Just make a really cool reveal out of this, because it is a really cool way to force an image. So make a cool reveal out of it, and I think then you get your money's worth out of it. Thank you so much for sticking around. I really do appreciate you staying till the end of this video, and if you feel that Anyweb 2 is for you, the link to purchase it is in the description down below. Remember, I am here to bring you unbiased magic trick reviews, and I want you to make better decisions and more informed decisions on the magic you're buying, and I hope that you found this video helpful for that decision. I'd like to thank Magic Pro Ideas for allowing me to have this product so I can do this review for you beautiful people out there, and if you want to see performances and behind the scenes content, then be sure to head on over to my Instagram at Lunsford and consider following me over there. Hopefully, I'll see you in another video that I post here on the channel sometime soon. And remember, be nice to people. See ya. Not to insult grandparents or anything, but that's just who we think of as being not tech savvy. I feel like I've just offended all the grandparents. If there's any grandparents that watch my videos, they're about to come for me. This video's going to crap.